All right, 4-color gates. This is another 4 Krasis deck that's been really, really sweet that we've been playing here. This is probably one of the best Krasis decks in the format, just because, well, not best in terms of power level, but best at utilizing Krasis as a magic card. So this is a ramp deck, so it's able to get lots of lands into play, and then Krasis is a huge payoff. Past Krasis, we also have Explosion as a way to generate card advantage, as well as Guild Summit, and then Mass Manipulation is another payoff for having lots of lands in play. I should update the stream decker. Thank you for the reminder. We made a couple of changes when we played 4-color gates yesterday. You'll notice I cut the 2 lava coils, and I've got 3 deafening clarions in the board because I really felt like I wanted more cheap sweepers more than I wanted spot removal. I put these sweepers in the board and put a little bit more proactive cards in the main deck, so I put a 3rd goat and a 3rd Archway Angel in the main instead of putting a bunch of sweepers in the main, more than 4. So let's see how this goes. I've been really impressed with this deck. I think if you're looking to beat up Sultai midrange, this is a great deck for doing that. So I've been very, very impressed with this deck from that matchup perspective. Tribal sheep, let's go. Good evening, Mr. Cutter. Hope you're having a swell Saturday wherever you're at. Sand's great. Growth Spiral. Growth Spiral turn 2. Send me up. Hey, what's going on, Dazer? Ooh, into Route. What's the best way to build your collection? Your credit card. All right. This is the matchup where you play the Gates deck. Hey, what's going on, Blackwell? Yeah, I try to make sure I do one weekend day every weekend. I know last weekend I took off because I had like an absurd week, but my goal generally is to do at least one day over each weekend. I've not looked at today's deck submissions. Usually I look at deck submissions well after I've done streaming for the day, so I'll take a peek at them tonight. Assorted rares from throughout Standard, what should you buy? You should always, if you're starting a collection on Arena, my advice is to buy packs from Guilds and Ravnica's Allegiance. I'd recommend buying depending on how many packs you're looking to buy. Usually if you're looking to build a Standard deck from nothing, you need at least 100 packs to get wild cards and stuff like that. So my recommendation is to start with 100 Guilds packs, and then if you're going to buy more than 100, get your next 100 from RNA. You want to buy as many packs as possible from the sets that the shock lands in them, because you're going to use those for a long time. So next turn, I get to play a Selesnya Guildgate out, and then I get to play double Gate Colossus. Look at that. Turn 5 here. Just double 8-8 go. Turn 5 2-8-8. Your move, Yogi boy. This is all we got. My grandfather's deck has no bad cards in it. Was that turn 4? It was turn 4. I cast that was turn 4 double Colossus. Yes, it was. Was in fact. And I have at least 4 gates here, right? So just like cast Wrath of God. Bye, friends. Get my 8-8 back. Cast this route. Get some more gates out of my deck. Cast Krasis. Cast back up. Are we done here? Are we done? Good. Excellent. I'm glad someone who understands what's going on. You know, they understand the direction in which this is headed. So I think we just trim the Archway Angels in this matchup, and then just like bring in the Mass Manip, the Gate Colossus, and the Gatebreaker Ram. This deck is literally Tron in Standard. If you've played Modern, this is Tron in Standard. It's a little bit easier to interact with than Tron, but like its best draws are like nutty. That wasn't even Route on curve. That was Route ahead of curve, right? Yeah, GRN has slightly more standard staples on average than RNA. We played Twin and Tron this evening, exactly. I wonder if I want a couple of Archway Angels just to like buffer my health total in case they have a fast start. Maybe I don't want these. I just want to leave 2 of these in. Yeah, I think that's the case. Leaving a couple of these in seems fine. Yeah, Root is definitely what makes this deck go round for sure. Whatever you have to tell yourself to sleep at night, Panza. This is a Tron deck. Cindervines are mostly for the Nexus matchups, yep. That's fantastic. It lets me play an untapped land and play Gatebreaker Ram as a 4/4 on turn 3. Bah! Bah! Oh, this thing has Vigilance too for some reason. In case you hadn't read this card, it also has Vigilance for some reason. Can I split a donation with 2 decks I've submitted? Yeah, so long as it's at least $20. Or you mean like bumping up 2 decks? Yeah, just whatever you want to do with your money. Just detail it in the donation comment, Carnage. Love your content and started playing Magic in September. Helped me learn a ton about the game. Well, thanks for being here, Ubunaga. I hope you're having a good one wherever you're at. We might die here. We are having ramp deck problems and just flooding here a little bit. We are having ramp deck problems and flooding here a little bit. What's your opinion on Entrancing Melody as a sideboard against Krasis? Depends on the deck you're playing. Hey, Carnage, thanks for the tip. I appreciate it. And the 2 decks I've submitted, Midrange is fixed control. Sounds good. All right, well, we need a Gates Ablaze or a Krasis here or something. Gates Ablaze would be the nuts. Guild Summit will let us draw a bunch of cards and possibly find Gates Ablaze. Oh, I'm short. I can't take all of them, can I? That's so sad. I'm 1 short. I can't take the Planeswalker because I'm at 1. I should have played a tapped gate. I thought the gate, I should have counted. You think playing the untapped land was silly? Damn, I wanted the Vivian too. If we would have gotten the Vivian too, we would have gotten to uptick and, if we would have got the Vivian, we would have gotten to uptick and grab a Krasis for the following turn. One mana short, very unlucky. If they have a Krasis here, we're in trouble. We need a live draw. Yep. All right, need a live one. Oh no! Gosh, we were one away. We were 1 mana short there. Rats. And we flooded pretty bad that game, right? Like that really shows the power of the payoffs in this deck, in my opinion. Because, like, the payoffs are so good that they make up from so much flooding. Like, your cards that are impactful are so impactful. They're very, very good. I mean, I don't know that we can know that we have the best Gates build, but this is definitely my close to 1. I didn't take Vivian and 2 creatures because I was at 1. And the creatures don't untap when you take them, so I needed to take all of them so I didn't die. This hand's really good. Yeah, you can stack your triggers on MTGA. You have to go into the gameplay settings. I'm just gonna go ahead and do this now so I don't get negated. So next turn I get to go Plaza of Harmony, play Guild Summit, draw a card. You could have taken 2 creatures plus Vivian and then played a gate and uptick Vivian. I was dead. If I didn't take all of their creatures, I died. I was at 1 life. I didn't have anything to block their creatures. Oh, you're saying I could have hit Gate Colossus. That's too risky, I think. I think that's too greedy. Which are tier 1 in those lists? Not really, because I don't really know what decks are tier 1. If you want to look at decks that I think are good, like I really don't like assigning arbitrary tier numbers. If you go to my website and click standard decks, all the decks that I think are powerful and interesting end up with pages on my website. In fact, I'm gonna make a note to put Sultai Nexus up there. Because that deck was awesome. Oh, this is like cheating. It's like cheating, chat. Oh, yeah. Oh, wait, do they have a counterspell? Oh, no. Oh, no. Whew. Whew. We almost got punished for being greedy. We almost got punished for being greedy. Thank goodness this is a no justice stream. Because there's going to be a 0-mana Gate Colossus to follow this up, and it's going to be glorious. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Beep 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 do do do. Is this turn 5? No way this is turn 5. I guess I've ramped a lot. Is this turn 5? Why are we still playing Magic, opponent? What are we doing? What are we doing? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. X is 11. NBD. Whee! You got him. You've bested my Hydroid Krasis. Casual gain 18. Oh, now we're done. Sure. That was the point where you could no longer win the game. I'm not sure I believe you. All right, I'm gonna run to the restroom really quick, and when I get back, we're gonna keep playing. Thanks for hanging out, folks. I appreciate everybody dropping in this evening. Oh, that's the wrong deck. This deck is gross. Oh. Also, it's really awesome that we get like up to 1,800 people while the open's still going on. Thanks everybody for dropping in. Hope everyone's having a good weekend. Remember, if you're new here and you're enjoying the content, make sure you hit that follow button. It doesn't cost you anything. I stream full-time here on Twitch. I'm here playing Magic 30, 40, 50 hours a week. I always play lots of Constructed. If you enjoy standard best of 3, this is the stream for you. We usually change decks every hour and a half to 2 hours or so. Pretty easy mulligan here, no second land. Even with our 27 land deck, don't want to risk it. Seems very reasonable. Turn 3 Gates Ablaze for 2. I'm going to bottom that. We can do better, I think. The open is split format. It's standard, modern, and legacy, and there's no time shifted feature matches, so there's a lot of downtime. Hard time against Esper. Is there any way to help that matchup, or is it just very hard? I'd imagine that matchup's just bad for this deck. You could probably put like a bunch of Banefires in your sideboard, but oh no. Oh no! The gate's mirror, chat! Alright, we might be able to win this on the back of being super aggressive. Gotta get aggro here. We played a Mardu captive audience deck that was a little bit medium. Ooh, okay. What's his name? Brad Nelson tweeted a build of gates that had Wilderness Reclamation and Expansion Explosion as the win conditions. So this puts them dead on board though, so go. Yeah, looks like the Nexus build of gates. So we could get comboed here. They're dead on our next turn, but we might not get a next turn, so you do you, opponent. Yeah, I was watching the open during the day today, and like, I only really cared about standard, and they keep playing not standard. I was really sad. Please be dead. Yeah, Niv, we've tried Niv. He just feels really clunky. All right, do you have a Nexus of Fate? Have I died? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yikes. Hedge against control. This deck definitely Banefire. Says, this is why I added another goat to the main. Just like being the beatdown in matchups like that feels real good. This is probably not a mass manipulation matchup. How do we feel about this sideboard plan? Vines is really good. Crushing Canopy kills their enchantments. I don't think this is a Banefire matchup. Mass manipulation does not take Wilderness Reclamation. What is Banefire better than? Maybe Expansion Explosion is narrow. Although Expansion copying like their roots is really good. Banefire for like the last points is probably not unreasonable though. I kind of like all my cards. I'm just gonna click submit. I like all my cards. This hand's great. Gate into Forest into Growth Spiral. Put up Mulligan to 5. You can't Expansion and Nexus. Expansion only copy spells that cost 4 or less. Alright, well, looks like we got a freebie. The old aggro Gates playing game 1 into a freebie. How many ranks are there? Is it gold, platinum, mythic, or is there a diamond? Is there a diamond in between platinum and mythic? There's diamond in between. Okay. Genuinely have no idea. Yeah, if you copy Nexus, it doesn't shuffle a copy back into your deck. Yay, more Gate Spears. That's fine. As our last game proved, I'm far luckier than most Gates players. Alright, let's draw an untapped land so we can root here. God, see? Far luckier, chat. Being luckier is always the best line. I don't even think you play this deck for the memes. I think this deck is genuinely very good. When you draw like this, it's amazing, but I think it's good even when you don't draw like a god. Do they also have the nut draw? Do they also have the nut draw? I think the control matchup's bad for this deck. Esper control's not great. Before anybody suggests it, I cannot Mass Manipulation Guild Summit. I cannot Mass Manipulation Guild Summit. I repeat, I cannot Mass Manipulation Guild Summit. I've been doing this a while. We had the questions off at the pass. The Butt Jeff RTFC emotes, those are great together. That's truly fantastic. A++. I might use Explosion as a draw 3 next turn if we draw another blank. Our hand is not particularly good in the mirror at the moment. How do you multi-twitch? You go to multitwitch.tv/one username/ the next username. And you can keep /slashing as many as you want. So if you wanted like me and the SCG tour, you'd do multitwitch.tv/Jeff Hoagland /SCG tour. I got you, Otruz. You know, if we keep, I think the open's gonna wrap up soon. If we hit a viewer boost when the open wraps up, I'm probably gonna run late tonight. Probably do 1 or 2 more after Bant Ooze. Do 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 do. I'm waiting on the Mass Manipulation here in case they play another threat out. We've had some problems with spam bots coming in, posting the same messages Talran, so R9K mode's supposed to help with that. Yeah, they should definitely attack, because I do not want to block. And, like, they're happy if these trade off. So, here's hoping they play more Goats and Colossus, and I can just, like, manip and grab them. There you go. Man, call me the GOP, because I'm the master of manipulation. Yoink. So, do you have a little bit of manipulation of your own, or are we done here? And if they do have a manipulation, we just, like, double Gates Ablaze and, like, set up Guild Summit to gas back up. Yeah, I think you board into Gates in the mirror. We'll take a look at how I'm going to board the mirror here in a second, but I'm pretty sure you want it in the mirror. It's definitely funny because it's sad, Citizen, you're not wrong. They topped 3 cards. So is this going to be land double blaze? I assume this is about to be land double Gates Ablaze. Oh. Okay, sure. So, I just like Gates Ablaze and like smash them, right? Because it only does 6. Gates Ablaze. I agree, Hyder. This is like a total Timmy deck, right? Like this is people that are like sick combos and big plays. This is everything they want to be doing in Magic, but normally isn't very good. It's actually good here. All right, so they need, I think even a single Gates Ablaze clears my board here, right? Yeah, the SCG Invitational is a split standard modern tournament, and the Mythic Championship is a split limited standard tournament. They're dead. You've killed them. So we're just going to put a giant lethal Krasis into play next turn. Got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So it's just be an 8, 8. I think adding black with the logic that you're making your deck better against aggro is hot nonsense. Archway Angel is literally the best thing this archetype can be doing against aggro. You'd be hard pressed to convince me otherwise. Oh, that's a good question. If I'd have played the ramp spell, would my goats have lived? No, they have 8, 9, 10. They have 11 gates, so it didn't matter. Again, I can kill them with this now as well. I agree. I don't think your aggro matchup bad with this deck. And I think the few games you do lose to aggro, deafening Clarion really shores up. Hey, Inkska, thank you very much for re-upping for the 8th month in a row. I appreciate that. Welcome. Thanks for keeping me employed here. Yeah, I've got 3 Clarions on the sideboard of this build, which I really like. Man, we're getting to the point where decking them is easier than actually killing them. So I have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I have 11 mana, so this only does 7. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I'm going to start by attacking with Hydroid Krasis here. There are 18 cards left in their deck. So I'm attacking here because this is only my 8th gate, which means I need this gate. I wouldn't be able to kill this with Gates Ablaze. So I played a land for the turn. Growth Spiral is going to get me another land, so I'll be up to 13 lands next turn. This deck is bananas. B-A-N-A-N-A-S. Do 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 do. I agree. Deck is pretty good. Could you have used a blaze and then attacked and trampled over with explosion and killed with explosion? Done it for 7, and then I would have trampled for 5. Yeah, you're right. I think I could have. Maybe. Well, gates cost 2. I'm not sure, actually. I have to sit there and count it. Do you think this deck is sweet? We're still gonna be playing this for like another 90 minutes tonight because I like this deck usually played for about 2 hours, but there's 2 other videos with this deck on my YouTube channel. You can also find them on my website as well. Alright, it is officially easier to deck them with Explosion than it is to kill them by dealing damage. Krasis is pretty important. The card Krasis is uniquely powerful. Where there's a mill, there's a way. I wish Gates Ablaze showed me how many gates I had on it. This is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I'm 1 short of killing this. Ding, ding, ding. Gate number 10. Bye, friends. Meh. Meh. The last time we played the mirror, we beat them by decking them with Explosion. I actually think the mirror's really interesting. It's really strange. It's pretty dynamic Magic, because, like, decking comes into play, and, like, worrying about having enough win conditions. Like, things that don't normally come up in matches of Magic, like, come up in the Gates mirror. So, like, I've got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So I could make them draw 11 cards next turn. Yeah, I'm gonna deck them with Explosion here if they don't have anything else going on. So they're stacking their triggers. This is gonna put a bunch of Gate Colossuses on top of their deck. Yeah, if this was the Tron deck in the new non-rotating format, I'd be super pleased with that. Just like, yeah, this is fine. Meh. You need to go into gameplay and then change your settings there. So I have 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So X is 11 on this. Did I miscount? I only have 12, so X is only 10. Mass manipulation is one of the most important cards in the mirror, I think. That's why we have a third copy in the sideboard. Very, very important. Hey, Snooky Pie. Thank you very much for the 2-month resub. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me employed here. Is this deck good in Modern? No, this deck is too slow and fair in Modern. If you wanna play sweet decks like this, you need to play. I think we're about to get decked. Are we about to get decked? They have 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. We're about to get decked. Holy crap, we're about to get decked. I think they can X's, they counted. They can X's 15 us here. I think they have 19 lands, right? They have 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, they have, I don't know, figure it out, do it. Can I deck them during the upkeep? I don't know. I think I'm one short. I put a stop on my upkeep just in case that's where this is heading. Yeah, maybe I should have Krasis for one less. That's a good point. If I would have Krasis for one less, we'd have been okay. Because I'd have drawn a card and then played a land and then decked them. Yep, so if I would have done this for 9 even, if I would have done this for 9, we'd have been okay. I don't know if I have 13. I think I only have 12. I have exactly 12. I have exactly 12. I'm gonna post a screenshot of this. That's excellent. That was fantastic. We lost that game because we Krasis for one too many cards. Bring in all the cards and click. Is it crazy to board up? There's 27 lands in this deck. Am I supposed to board past 60? I think I'm supposed to board past, like, these cards. Actually, Crushing Canopy is kind of good. These cards aren't good. Do I just like go to 68? Who wants to go to 68? I'm gonna go to 68. Submit. Opponent boarded up to 63. Opponent boarded up to 63. They know what's up. They ain't no dummy. They understand what this match is about. They know, chat. They know. This is the greatest metagame ever, quite possibly. Quite possibly the greatest metagame ever. Oh no, we're about to get expansioned. Stop it. Stop it. Yikes! Yikes! Oh no! Oh no! Have you tried the worm in this shell? What worm? You talking about Palaka worm? Opponents played this match very well so far. They've also had Guild Summit early, which has made things hard from our side of the table. Guild Summit's definitely one of the better cards in the deck, right? Gives them a little bit more play, more options to work with. Guild Summit helps our win con. It's funny because it's true. I think Rhythm's a good mirror breaker. I could see that. I could see that. We didn't mill them, they milled us in game 1. Hey, Baron Hayek. Oh my gosh. With the instant speed, pump the Gatebreaker Ram, next level plays. Whew. Whew. I thought we had a turn to get in, chat. Thank God goodness we have this explosion. Opponents got the lines. They understand what's up. We're just trying to put gates into play over here. The opponent's just like at a whole nother level. Yeah, that's an interesting mirror breaker. The 2U shuffle your graveyard into your library. That might actually be a real mirror breaker. Let's put one of those in our deck after this. I forgot I had a Gate Colossus. I'm gonna decline that for now. We kinda need Gates Ablaze or... Oh, I was moving those. I didn't mean to discard them. Maybe they're the right discards. I don't know. Might be a quick game 3 here, or game 2. I guess I can do this for X's 7 and draw some cards and like double block a gate here. I'm gonna be dead to a Gates Ablaze though. Have to bin 2 cards here. They have a Crushing Canopy. We're in a pretty bad spot too. Probably dead here. Was this free? 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I guess this would have been free. Yeah, I probably should have done this. I should have put this on top and put an 8/8 into play here. It didn't matter. Good games, opponent. Opponent played these games really well, and the first game was really sweet. We kind of got run over this one, but the first game had a lot of back and forth. Fast Gatebreaker Ram definitely seems like a pretty important card in the mirror too. I feel like these mirrors probably aren't going to have a lot of mid-game. They're either like going to get run over pretty quick by the Gatebreaker Ram, or you're going to see the games go where like they go to decking like we had in the first game. Thanks everybody for dropping in here tonight, by the way. We're up to almost 2,000 people. I assume that means the open's probably mostly done. Thanks for dropping in, but everyone's having a good weekend wherever you're at. My name's Jeff Hoagland. I stream full-time here on Twitch. We play a ton of standard best of 3 constructed. So if you enjoy constructed Magic, this is definitely the place for you. I don't think so. So, like, the more I play that mirror, I'm not sure that, like, especially watching the Gatebreaker Rams play out, I'm not certain that, like, the reshuffle card is worth having. Seems fine. I just talked about that. I'm not convinced that it's Mirror Breaker the more I play it. I hope this is Esper control. I haven't played the Esper control matchup, and it seems like it could be hard on paper. What problem does Teamer Pod have that Time Stream Navigator is solving? Would be my question. Compared to Nexus of Gates, I've not played the Gates deck with Nexus in it, so I don't have a baseline to compare it to, Snuggy Pie. I do know that this deck has felt consistently good, but I haven't played the other one to know what that one feels like compared to this one. This is like a big mana deck where I'd have to imagine a Nexus deck is more of a combo deck, right? Looks like Esper. Stop hitting yourself. 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 Alright, so we have no more useful spells in our hand, but Beat's working. Thank you very much for the 11-month resub. I appreciate that. There's a lot of great people making a lot of great stuff on Twitch. Thanks for shipping your Bezo bucks back this way again this month. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm on one Gateway Plaza, so I added 2 more white sources, a Gateway Plaza and another Selesnya Guildgate, because I wanted to add Clarion to the sideboard. So they can Mortify this while it's in play, but we just took a Mortify away from them, and like getting this in under counter magic is pretty valuable here, I think. Yes, yeah, Circuitous can grab Plaza. This counts as a gate. Has the gate subtype. They drew a Mortify. Rude. Tilt. They binded other earlier as well. Wow, that's really tilting. Yikes. I like this play from the opponent of putting the other search into play so they get this flipped right away. Differently. Need to get something going on. So now I have an 8/8. So we're looking for a Krasis, a Guild Summit, an Expansion Explosion. We're looking for our payoffs that allow us to start generating card advantage so we can get ahead. Wow, they kept the card on top, so it must be a tougher, right? Just a Caius Wrath. Interesting. Guild Summit, please. Do I want to redraw an 8/8 here? I don't think I do. I think drawing an 8/8 is not good enough. I think I need to draw one of my cards that draws multiple cards to have a chance here. Since they're flipping their search for Azcanta, my window is closing to find something meaningful. And like the Azcanta probably means they're going to be able to deal with an 8/8 every turn, so I need to be generating multiple threats. Hey look, there was an 8/8 on top anyways. I don't know, maybe Talrand. I'm pretty likely to draw another gate if I hit a card advantage spell, which is what I'm digging for, and I'd like to get my tap lands into play tapped. Think this deck could handle a Field of Ruin? No. Your mana base already has a lot of demands on it. I think if you wanted ways to deal with lands like this, I would play like Ravager Worm before I play Field of Ruin. Evening Mulligan. The Absorb is pretty bad for us. We're basically looking for Krasis at this point. That's aggressive, considering they can't activate this turn now. They have a Vraska's Contempt maybe that they're going to cast as well. Hey, Mogra, thank you very much for the brand new Twitch Prime support. There's a lot of great people you can give that to every month. Thanks for shipping it here. Yeah, I think Blood Sun's probably too cute. I don't know. Maybe if you want a card to interact with Esper, Blood Sun is fine, but I don't think I'd, like, main deck Blood Sun. I think that's a little bit too narrow. We need to hit our card advantage here, like, before this Teferi gets going. I don't think Amazon Prime Student comes with the Prime subscription, but I'm not sure. Red Mulligan. Enjoy. So they know about both these Gates Ablaze, so they're casting this Thought Erasure purely to just, like, surveil one. Isn't every card going to break Modern and Legacy Hider? Stiggy, thanks for re-upping for the second month in a row. I appreciate that. Welcome back. You can always find my overall opinion of a deck list by going through to the wrap-up segment at the end of any deck video. I always give a short, concise wrap-up of things I like, things I didn't like, and whether or not I feel like a deck is worth exploring some more. I'm not plugging that now just to tell you to go look at my video, although that's part of the reason. But I play a lot of decks on stream, so it's often hard for me to remember the specifics about a deck that I played, 20 decks ago. Grizzly Beer, thanks for the brand new Prime support, welcome. Alright, so they have to tuck the Gate Colossus or they're dead. So let's draw Expansion Explosion and kill them.
Right on schedule.
Expansion Explosion for lethal, Krasis, and Guild Summit for goodsies. So I understand they're at 5 here. Hey, Avirium, thank you very much for the Prime support. Welcome, welcome. Hope you're having a good Saturday and a good weekend. Thanks for shipping your Bezo bucks this way. I understand that they're at 5 there, but our chances to win from that point in the game are incredibly low. The opponent's generating a considerable amount of card advantage that we're going to have a very difficult time overcoming. So, for the sake of getting to play more matches tonight, I'm going to go ahead and move along. Is this a Ram matchup? This probably isn't a Ram matchup, huh? I don't think Crushing Canopy is good enough. I think I'd rather just have Cinder Vines. Let's do this. So, Mass Manipulation is basically just 6 mana of Vraska's Contempt in this matchup, which I think is fine. Especially if, like, it resolves, it's, like, better than Vraska's Contempt, right? Like, we have a Teferi then and they don't. The old basic forest, basic mountain quad blue opener. Do I keep this just because it has Cinder Vines? I'm gonna keep this just because it has Cinder Vines. If I hit any third land, I can Gatebreaker Ram. So, probably pretty aggressive start here. Why would I concede before I could draw those cards? Because at the point where I was at in the game, my opponent was literally going to be drawing 3 cards per turn, and I knew the top card of my deck was bad, so my opponent was going to get to see 6 more cards before I had a chance to see 1 more card. So while I wasn't 0% to win that game, I was incredibly unlikely, to the point where it's not only bad stream content, but it's just like garbage time as far as like playing efficiently on the ladder goes. What's the best deck versus Gates? I think these control decks and tempo decks tend to be good against Gates, so things like Mono Blue Tempo, Pirate, Esper Control, things that have counter spells tend to be good in this matchup. How much longer on Gates? We've been playing this for almost an hour, so probably another match or 2. I've got a pretty good audience today. I think I'm gonna do more than just one more deck after this. Let's do Black Red Demons and Bant Tempo on there. Get those added in, work our way through the queue. Perfect. It's only a 2-2, but it's the best 2-2 in my heart. So, I mean, this card dealt 2 damage to them, and it, like, took a card out of their hand, so, like, could be worse. The old straight colorless land, God bless. Gray Ogre, 2 mana shock. Alright, that lets us cast a gate with the Plaza of Harmony. Kicks Gatebreaker Ram all the way up to a 3-3, literally 50% stronger than it was a second ago. Rawr. The Gates deck last time at this kind of these cards were standard legal were not nearly as good as this. How do you feel about Mirror, March, and Gates? I don't know what you take out. I don't know what that card does or what problem it solves. Alright, so do I negate here or do I just expansion explosion them? I think I just expansion them. Alright, so want to draw more gates here. At least draws 1 card when it comes into play. Yikes. So we're looking to dodge like Mortifies and their card advantage engines. That was a really good draw. The old double ramp draw 2. Sign me up. Trigger, trigger. Not played a land yet for the turn either. Draw another card. Alright, we're cooking with gas, chat. Let's do it. Alright, one good rip deserves another. How many cards do they leave on top? Do you shuffle cards when you play? Yeah, I've got, so one of my sponsors is an Altarist, and I also, these are sponsored sleeves too, but they sent me these basic lands, so I like sit here and flick them between my hands, so I show them off when I plug their stuff. The island is my favorite. It's very pretty. Need better lighting in here. I need to get a nice front light to mount. Should we have gotten Gateway Plaza? Yes, that is a good thing to point out. Could have gotten Gateway Plaza. So I've got 6, 7, 8, 9. They put it in Thief of Sanity. That's adorable. Does Thief of Sanity mean I want Crushing Canopy next match? Maybe it does. It might mean I want Crushing Canopy. Hey, Destruminator, thanks for the tip. I appreciate it. Please build around N-Race Forerunners. Will do. Thanks for the support. Hey, thanks for the biddies, Bliss. Do I want to trade Ram for Canopy? I think I do. Yeah, it does. It deals with search too. That's why we get to bring it in, right? It's like super flexible. Like search res cancels annoying. Did they really put 3 on top? I definitely wasn't paying attention to what they did with their scries. That's really funny, if so. Well, this is an excellent poker hand, but unfortunately a bad magic hand. This is a pretty reasonable magic hand. In. From the depth, 5 months of hanging out, laughing. I miss some Modern, but I love the stream. Thank you for the support, I appreciate it. Welcome back. And Luco, thank you for the 2-month resub. Lucas. How do we pronounce your name? I'm really bad at usernames. Thank you for the 2nd month in a row at any rate, I appreciate it. If you didn't catch it yesterday from the depths, we did 2 modern decks yesterday to start the day off. This is a ramp deck. I would classify this as a ramp deck, which is usually closer to the control end of the spectrum, but it's kind of in its own little camp. So I'm gonna put a stop on my opponent's upkeep here. And the reason why I'm putting a stop on their upkeep is because this way if my opponent has a negate and they want to use a negate to protect their Search Res Canta, the mana gets used on their turn, so they can't have a counterspell the following turn when I play my Guild Summon out. So they had negate, but now their negate is no longer being held up here. What we played? So we played Electro Dominance Living End, as well as Narset Cannon with the new Scry Sphinx in it. And as always, you can find all the replays on my website. A really small sequencing thing there about counterspells. I think the negate's pretty important for the what's it called matchups. Negate is important for the Nexus of Fate matchups. What deck would you recommend I bring if I only care about winning? Sultai Midrange. Probably the deck that won the Open next weekend. Yeah, and you do it on their upkeep instead of their main phase, so that way you don't give them their draw step to draw the negate for the turn. So you're maximizing your ability to choke their mana by doing it during their upkeep, while also minimizing their chances to like interact with what you have going on. So I'm going to play Route before Guild Summit here, because my opponent shocked in that land, which felt like they were bluffing a counterspell. However, that resolved very quickly, so they probably don't have it. And, like, remember, Guild Summit can tap Guild Gates you already have in play, so, like, while it costs you more mana to draw cards with this, you're still drawing cards with it. I think Mono Blue's very reasonable. What was Narset Cannon's record? I have no idea. That is an incredibly good draw, because it means I can force through this Guild Summit. Yeah, you have to be in full control mode to bluff. Or you just don't play decks that have to care about bluffing, just smart people. 2 pair, baby! Nice thought erasure. Nice thought erasure, opponent. Oh man, they drew 2 cards, Chad. How could we ever keep up with their card advantage? How are we ever gonna be able to keep up with their card advantage? I'm so worried about it. Yeah, Krasis is a cast trigger. It's real good. This card is more than good. It's great.
won't hide from the world any longer.
So, do they have a counterspell here, or do they just, like, play this into mass manipulation? They must have a counterspell, right? I'd kind of like to draw an untapped land here, so that way I can go manipulation plus root. Nah, I don't think the 2-mana Stifle card's very good. And if they counter this, they likely can't kill this. Yoink. Krasis would see play as an Enter the Battlefield trigger, but it would be much worse. Three for one. Yes, please. Yes, please. I'm aware I missed drawing a card there. It's okay. It's okay. We have plenty of cards in our hand. Why didn't they do that in response? Asking the real questions. They should have contempted in response. 10 out of 10 agree that we wouldn't have gotten to draw a card. Probably an afterthought. Yep. Man, I assumed this was going to be the hard matchup, but it's not feeling that way. Thunk. It's our first deck of the day. No, it's the third deck of the day. We've been live for like 5 hours. Hey, Al Nash, thank you very much for the brand new Prime support. There's a lot of great people making a lot of great stuff on Twitch. You can ship your Bezo bucks to here every month. Thanks for shipping them my way. Welcome to 2019. It's a scary, crazy world. How do you beat Gates? I don't know. I don't know. Guild Summit creates a pretty powerful card advantage, I agree. Creatures plus counterspells is probably a good combination. So like the blue-green climb deck on my website, mono blue tempo, pirates, like those style of decks are probably pretty good in this matchup. I'm gonna do 3 more decks after this, I think. I'm gonna run late tonight so I can sleep in on Sunday mornings. Took a short nap this afternoon. I'm feeling good. Do. We're gonna get mono whited. Do. Tiny creatures. Alright, this is sweet. We have 3 Deafening Clarions on the sideboard for the first time tonight, so I'm interested to see if they help this matchup. Hey, Brian the Wise, thanks for the brand new Prime support. I appreciate you shipping your Bezo bucks this way this month. Welcome. I get to play a 4/4 on turn 3 into Gate Archway Angel, so things are looking kind of okay for us here. As far as being on the draw go, if we hit a untapped land in our next 2 draws, we're gonna be in an absurd spot. Especially if it was like the one that gains us some life. It's like if I hit an untapped land next turn, I get to root on curve into Archway Angel ahead of time, which would be great. But if I don't hit the untapped land, everything's gonna be a turn behind because we have a bunch of tapped lands in our deck, so things get dicey. This deck never beats Steamkin. Archway Angel is really good against Steamkin. Like, really, really good. Also, it's kind of funny here, depending on what their leftovers are. Like, if they don't have, like, a hero... Whoa! Are they... Are they have a black splash? Are they play? We hit the untapped land because I'm a professional. Just to point it out. Are they playing Judith? Are they Judith? They might be mono white splashing Judy, which is very hot. God, this format is so good. That's sweet. Light up the stage is also some sweet technology. Yeah, I definitely think the counterspell matchups are harder for this deck. We have the tools to beat Esper, but it's by no means easy. If we dodge heroic reinforcements here, we can dodge a ball for sure. So the Angel's gonna gain 10 next turn, which is like pretty decent when we're racing with the Gatebreaker Ram. This was our best possible curve in this matchup. This was our actual best possible draw. We were on the draw, so we were a touch slow, but like they didn't have heroic reinforcements and we have the nuts. So, like the fact that Gatebreaker Ram plays offense and defense simultaneously too is just so absurd. Don't mind me. Oh, if we got a Gates Ablaze, that's true. Gates Ablaze is pretty good. They're dead on board, right? They're dead to a gate? No, they have a token. They didn't have a token, they'd be dead on board. So they have to make a token and block. Because this has trample. They're still drawing to heroic reinforcements here. One and zero are different. Alright, am I dead? Does Judy kill me too? Judy would let them... Judy is not lethal, but it would give them a lot of lifelink. Judy would hit me to 2 this turn. Okay. That's aggressive. This leaves them dead. I mean, they're dead regardless here, I think, but... Yes, that's where we could no longer win. That's the point at which we could no longer win. I believe you. All right, I have all 4s basically except for these Clarions. What are my 2 cuts here? It's probably Colossus, right? It's probably 2 of those. 4 Rams, 4 Angel, 4 Krasis, 2 Colossus is fine. I think this seems good. Nah, Route's pretty important. Route makes Archway Angel absurd. It also makes Krasis better, which also gains us life, so... That was, sorry, I was shuffling cards. I have a deck of shuffling cards that's protected by none of them my BCW Elite God sleeves. You'd cut Growth Spiral? Stop it. Never cut Growth Spiral. This hand, could you imagine this hand without Growth Spiral? This hand's absurd with Growth Spiral. And by that I mean if their start's aggressive, we could get run over, but hand's still pretty decent. Kind of like turn 3 Route, turn 4 Colossus, maybe some other stuff. Hey, what's going on, Brock? Welcome to a live one. Glad you enjoyed the YouTube stuff. Hope you're having a good weekend. Their start's pretty good here. Yeah, like if they have a Judy next turn, we could be in trouble. Yeah, we're hoping to hit a red gate into a Gates Ablaze, basically. Also, if we hit any gate, we can start plazaing to gain life. Judy instead of Dovin is interesting. It's really unfortunate I had to plaza for no value. It's like 6 points of health I didn't get to gain. I guess I had my lands untapped though. Eh. This gained 6. I think this build of Gates is a pretty reasonable mono red matchup. I think between your pile of Archway Angels and your fast clock, you're pretty reasonable. Like, obviously nothing's unlosable, but I think you have the tools to be successful there. Doesn't look that grim. They shocked. That's scary. I get 2 draws and a sweeper here. Yeah, Judith is an interesting way to insulate against sweepers in the opponent's deck. Alright, one of my 7 sweepers, please. That is not what I wanted for Christmas, chat. I put a blocker out here. I go block, take 5, 6. So I'm not dead yet. Now with the goat to play, I think I definitely just try like draw 1 card. Like try and hit the sweeper this turn. Oh, the Dauntless Bodyguard gets bigger too. I have no idea why they shocked. Must have just been for like a bad bluff. Yep, there's Judy. Judy seems sweet. We'll have to give that a try at some point. I would encourage you to read Gateway Plaza or Plaza of Harmony if you thought I couldn't play it. So, I could in fact cast my spells. Yeah, Judy definitely seems more on theme for that archetype than like jamming Dovin in does. And like you get discard spells instead of counter spells. That actually seems really awesome. You could probably play both statistician, honestly. This is one of our best possible starts on the play. We don't have a sweeper, but everything else is going according to plan. We're gonna get to do this, into this, into this. Into that. All right, now actual. This is our best draw minus a sweeper for sure. Yep. Nah, I think we're tapping out too much to bring the Gate in this matchup. I think I just want to lean into finding my sweepers early. Whenever I'm supposed to just play Gate Colossus this turn rather than the Archway Angel, because like I'm still pretty healthy, and like Gateway Colossus blocks their knight this turn, whereas Archway Angel has to trade with it. So Clarion gives this lifelink, which is nice. If I play this and they play another reinforcements, do I die? I do not. So I'm going to play this so that way I can Clarion to get both these lifelink next turn. So if they heroic reinforcements, I go block, block, and take 6. So this should be a concession Clarion. Clarion, my wayward son. Do you have a conclave tribunal? If you do, maybe you won't die. Do 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 do. The old double mode Clarion. My friends. Oh, the old 22-point swing. Do I just play this for X's 2? Or X's 4? I think I just play this for X's 4. Should make a Christmas album next year. Oh, this deck is great. How are you doing, folks? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Good morning, good afternoon, good night to everybody, wherever you're out in the world. Thanks for hanging out here today. My name is Jeff Hogan. I'm a full-time streamer and content producer here on Twitch. I'm here playing Magic 30, 40, 50 hours a week. If you enjoy standard best of 3 on Magic Arena, this is definitely the channel for you. We play a ton of different decks here. We usually change decks every 90 minutes to 2 hours. This deck, like most of the decks that we play, is a viewer-submitted deck list. If you're interested in getting your deck played on stream at some point in the future, be sure to check out bit.ly/HugelSellout. As always, a shout out to all my wonderful subscribers. I wouldn't be here day to day without their wonderful support. They are quite literally the folks that keep me employed. I'd also like to give a short mention to some of my very wonderful sponsors here. The Nerd Rage Gaming Championship Series is a $5,000 cash tournament series that happens every single month in the Midwestern United States. If you can't make it out to the Midwest to play in one of their standard, modern, or legacy tournaments, be sure to check out their streaming coverage every single month at twitch.tv/NRG series. Neo provides wonderful candy-flavored protein bars. Using code HOGLAND at bit.ly/HugelBar, you can save 10% on all of your orders there with them. BCW provides wonderful gaming accessories such as their fantastic new Elite Guard 2 deck sleeves. They do binders and deck boxes as well. And you can save 10% on all of your orders at bcwsupplies.com by using code Jeff10. And of course, I'd like to welcome everyone out there to Hoaglandia. There's a lot of great people making a lot of great stuff on Twitch right now. Thanks for dropping in our little slice of the internet here today. Remember, if you are new and enjoying what you see, hit that follow button. It doesn't cost you anything. And let you know when I go live and with what. Also, everything that I stream gets archived on my website and my YouTube channel, so if you want to check out more of this 4-color Gates deck after we're done with it today, for instance, we've played it a couple of times in the past, so if you head over on jeffhoogland.com and click Standard Decks or Videos Standard, you can find lots more of it there. Why so fast? Because if I shill for too long of a time, people get bored and go do other things. So it's important to mention the people that help pay my bills, but it's also critical that we get back to playing more Magic quickly. Oh, yikes. Did I forget to... Totally forgot to bring a water bottle down here. Ooh. Gatebreaker Ram on curve. Shilling is a competitive sport these days, right? Yes. My wife is home because it's the evening, so I asked her if she loved me enough to bring me a bottle of water. I do not do vocal warm-ups before streaming. In fact, if I did, people would probably stop asking me if I'm sick or sad in the mornings, but We just warm up by being here. This might just be like a Cycle Krasis next turn, just to like get some velocity going here. Try and find some ramp spells. We're gearing up for a beautiful mass manipulation here. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and cycle this. Really want to find a route or a draw two. Am I okay trading this for both of these? I don't think that I am. Because, like, it doesn't even trade, right? Like, they draw 2 cards. I don't think that's okay for me. So in 2 turns, we'll have mass manipulation for X's 1. So, again, looking for a ramp spell. Untapped land would also be a decent pickup next turn, because then I could Krasis for X's 4 and draw 2 cards. It says, this is such an absurd payoff in these ramp decks. It's very, very good. I'm kind of surprised to see them not, like, just, like, attacking in to, like, draw cards with these. Yeah, the fact that it takes Planeswalkers, it basically is, like, this deck's Vraska's Contempt, right? Like, we have so much mana, we don't mind paying 6 for that effect. Think I'm just passing here. Think I'm just passing. Oh, I'm actually short. I'm short blue. I'm short blue to cast this next turn, aren't I? Worth noting, I only have 1, 2, 3 blue. Blue. Da ba dee da ba da da ba dee da ba da da ba dee da ba da hi hi hi. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. So if we draw nothing meaningful next turn, we're gonna Krasis for X's 4. Killing the Reaper means I feel better about trading with their 2/1 because we actually trade instead of them getting to draw a card. Looking for a blue source here. Ding, ding, ding. So that's an untapped blue source even, which means we get to X's 2 next turn if we want on the mass manipulation. So if they like. Yeah, sweet. Gimme, gimme.
No one said restoration was painless.
No one said restoration was painless. I think I just leave. I think I actually don't use this turn. Because if I use this turn, it's actually going to, Vivian will die because I take this and then they attack her for 3. So I think I just growth spiral into Gates Ablaze and then I'll manipulation next turn after my opponent like plays out this Krasis or something else. Just like clean the board up. They get like 1 more draw with the Vivian, but their deck likely doesn't have counter spells or discard spells in the main deck. So I should be good to do this next turn. So like hopefully they play a threat here that's not Carnage Tyrant, and then we get to like take both their things next turn. So ideally they go like land Krasis for 5 and then we snag both of them. Perfect. Wait, thank you, opponent. Opponent confirmed not ghosting. Yoink. Don't mind. I'll take that.
Balance comes.
When did that emote get there? We unlocked a 38th emote slot last night. Or yesterday during the long stream, so I added the But Jeff. I also added a beep beep emote, replacing the friendly fire emote that looked a little bit medium. You made that. I made that.
Come to me.
So if I take this forest, I can actually double Archway Angel this turn, right? This is... No, am I short? This is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I only have 10. So Vivian's dying here unless I'm manipulation again, and I don't really want a manipulation again on this board. So I'm going to play this, and I'm going to leave myself enough mana to cast Gates Ablaze, I think. Just, like, draw 4 here. I'm so good at magic. I'm so good at magic. Do 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 do. It's a tough game sometimes, chat. It's a real tough game. Always feels good to like sit there and think about what you want to happen and then like play to it and then have it happen. Just like, yeah. I mean, like, but like we actually thought about what we wanted to happen there, right? Like, it could have been very easy if we just like slam Guild Summit and draw a bunch of extra cards. But I was like, well, what's my line to keep my Vivian here? My line to keep my Vivian is I leave enough mana up to cast Gates Ablaze, and if we hit it, we're in a great spot. And if we missed it, we were still going to be in an okay spot. We'd just be slightly behind, but. Need to find our Gate Colossus at this point, right? Although I guess I could even just go like this turn. I can go like Vivian shoot this. I'm gonna go Vivian shoot this double Archway Angel. So I gain infinite. Oh, did I even need this? Yeah, I needed the untap land. All right. Don't mind me. 46 go. Are you enjoying our game of EDH, opponent? I'm enjoying our game of EDH. This is another matchup that comes down to decking a lot of the time, only they don't have Expansion Explosion. Like, they can't keep picking Krasis back up because we'll keep killing it or stealing it, and then they're going to run out of cards. I just want to say that I started my ladder climb with this deck today and I'm undefeated while making it to gold. Nice, Drowning Cow. It's a jellyfish, just a jellyfish, doo-doo, be-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. I had 12 mana last turn, right? So this is X's 10. Drawing with Guild Summit is not optional, chat. That's something you need to be careful with when you're playing this deck. So, check yourself lest you wreck yourself. So keep that in mind when you're... Well, I should have ditched this other Guild Summit, actually, because drawing's not optional.
You can't stop nature.
Have I used an Expansion Explosion yet this game? I have, so it's an important thing to think about when it comes to burning my opponent out. We're really bad at drawing Gate Colossus tonight so far. Like, we keep getting, like, 2/3 of the way into our deck without any of our 3 main deck Colossus. You're running Gaia's Blessing to avoid decking yourself? Stop it. Just play better. Don't play mediocre cards to make up for loose play. Basically, every time I think we've only decked myself by mistake once, and I would have prevented doing so if I would have just played better.
Not dead.
It's incredibly rude, opponent. Yoink. I made that. I made that. You don't want to play Magic anymore, opponent. Come back. I just want to play Magic with you, opponent. All right, this is a matchup for the 4th Mass Manip. And then I trim an Angel and a Ram, and I put in the 4th Gate Colossus and the 3rd Manipulation. I think that's all I board here. That seems reasonable. I know what I'm writing about for Cool Stuff Inc. this week. I think we're gonna write about this deck and put a sideboard guide in it. Can you replace the breeding pool with something else? Yeah, I mean, I guess. Play a Plaza, a Gateway Plaza. But welcome to a live one, V-Disc. I appreciate that. Thanks for dropping in. Hope you're having a good weekend. I like to try and do at least one weekend stream, especially in the evenings, so we get people on a different time zone that can't normally watch live. What's the reasoning for the 4th main deck Colossus? For the 4th Colossus over the 3rd Ram. Oh, in this matchup. Because the Colossuses come back into play again and again and again. This matchup can get a little bit grindy sometimes. His hand just doesn't do anything, right? It's just like too slow. I'm pretty sure this is a mulligan. Just like the games you lose in this matchup tend to involve them being aggressive, and this hand's definitely gonna lose to anything remotely aggressive. That hand's actually very capable of losing to hands that aren't even aggressive. I think I'm supposed to keep that. It kind of sucks that I don't have a 2nd gate, but like if I draw a 2nd gate along with the root here, this is gonna be like a sweeper effect. So I think this is reasonable. Second gate also like unlocks Plaza of Harmony, which is great. So any 2nd gate is amazing here. Look at that. Never didn't have it yet. Just like we drew it up. I was gonna play this here. If they have a Assassin's Trophy for it, we get ramped. If they don't have a trophy, we get to go Mountain into Root next turn and just bury them in card advantage. Resolving Route while Summit is in play is unfair. Oh no! Don't kill my guild summit that already drew 2 cards. How will I ever win the game now, opponent? I love you, wife.
Leave me alone.
Okay. You're my favorite wife ever.
It's for daddy.
Oh, you brought me a spoon. Thank you, Jacob. I love you. Thank you for helping. Alright, so we totally just Krasis for 4 here, right? She brought me water and yogurt, chat. She really does love me.
Come to me.
Calling her the favorite wife is not a compliment when she's the only wife. That's the joke tub. Oh, I lost my garbage can. That's awkward. She's the favorite wife based on the 2 best words in the English language. Default. 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 I think this deck's just great. This deck finished in the top 32 of the last SCG Open. It's very, very reasonable. Yoink!
No one knows the wilds like I do.
Top deck hero. Do 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 do. That it's so great that they just arrest us. Because you don't, the worst part about playing digitally is that you don't get to see like the hope and despair drain out of their eyes when you rip the card after they duress you. Do you think their computer's okay? They're taking a second to respond here. Do you think their computer's okay? This playing's blue-white control at the gate decks was rough game 1 and 2 counters. Yeah, I agree. The control matchups are tough for this deck. It devours the Sultai deck, though. The final countdown. Do-do-do-do-do. Be-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do. I have 1 mythic wild card. I have like 80 rare wild cards. Never have enough mythic wild cards. X is 7 here. Your Magic remix of the songs are great. I think. Thank you. Somebody was bound to appreciate them. Keep an untapped land and some gates. Do I choose song requests? I do not. They gotta come in the moment. Hug the Quilfer, thank you for the 15-month resub. I appreciate that. Thanks for keeping me around and keeping me employed here.
I didn't live through hell to lose to you. That can't help you now.
So if I deal 3 to them at end of turn, I can untap and kill them. They know about both of these. They're dead to note information. Boop. The explain standard command is out of date. Let me add a standard command. There's an accurate explanation of standard and a link to showing you what's in standard at any given point. Sounds really good. It's gonna be our last match with the Gates decks, then we're gonna move on to some Bant Ooze. Deep Blue coming for that sword. Thank you very much for the 5-month resub. Welcome back. Thanks for shipping me your Bezo bucks again. Someone asked if the Demons deck was coming up later. I'm planning to play 3 more decks tonight, so I'm planning to run a little bit late. The deck queue is full, so when people add lots of decks to it, I like to work extra through it. So I'll be doing overtime as long as there are decks above 50 points in the queue. Thanks, Marty. Yeah, they've really turned out well. The old turn 3, play a land that gains 3 life, play a 4/4. Good luck, aggro deck. Godspeed. All right, Judy lets Vanguard attack here. I would like 1 of your finest Gates Ablaze, please. Wow, woof. Their start is also very good. I'm going to be posting a sideboard guide for this deck on coolstuffinc.com later this week. My articles post on Wednesdays there. I think we're probably just dead here, right? Because, like, they're hitting me for 6, 10, 12 next turn, and then this survives plus some other things. Yeah, we're pretty dead here. Yeah, I'm going to do 3 more decks tonight, JW. I took a short nap this afternoon. I don't have to be up early on Sunday, so you're gonna do the thing. Ain't no thing, chicken wang. This seems reasonable, easy in, easy out. How much money have I spent on this app? I have a mostly complete collection. I put in about $200 to $250 per set. So total year to date with 6 sets, or total between last year and this year with 6 sets, about $1,500. Planning to counter stream the Super Bowl? No, I'm taking tomorrow off. I'm just gonna take the time to hang out with the kids tomorrow and write my article. I always stream on at least one day. I almost always stream on one day over the weekend, unless I'm traveling for an event. So there isn't a set day over the weekend, but you want to follow me on Twitter or Twitch and get notifications there if you want notifications on when I'm going live and with what. I'm here Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Central Standard Cornfield time, though. How much gold do I have saved up? Not that much, because I spent all my gold on packs as well. Yeah, definitely Owl Knight. And, like, I know I have a lot of regular, wonderful people who, like, generally only watch my archives on YouTube, but still, like, come over here and sub to support my stuff. So it's nice to be able to, like, give them some live time if they can't watch during the week. No, I don't really enjoy playing Limited. We only do Constructed on this stream, because I prefer playing Constructed. Just so you know. I guess I should give a fair warning. If you follow me on Twitter in addition to stream notifications, I am a dirty liberal, so you're gonna see some tweets related to those. So if that's gonna upset you, you shouldn't follow me on Twitter. How have the changes felt? I think Clarion's pretty good. We got to cast Clarion to clear a board and gain 11 life earlier tonight. It was kind of fantastic. Turn 3 Ram, that's awesome. So we get to, like, turn 3 Ram, turn 4 Root, turn 5 Archway Angel. Sounds fantastic. Sounds fantastic. I do tweet pictures of every deck that I play during the week as well. So, like, during my streams, every time I change decks, I tweet a new picture so you can know what I played day to day and know what to expect on my YouTube channel if you couldn't catch live. You're not wrong, Chalky. You're not wrong. All right, this was a start we had last game and it wasn't good enough, but we're on the play this time around, so hopefully it is. So there's been a lot less hate on Reddit since I stopped posting on Reddit. It's harder to get hate when you don't stoke the flames. So, and I gave Matthew the password to my Reddit account, and he changed it so I couldn't log in anymore. God bless. This thing has vigilance and trample. Attack. That's how you know he loves you. He loves me because he's willing to take my Reddit account away. All right, so this is the easy game, right? The easy game is the one where we're on the play and have a good draw. The tough one's gonna be next game. Sweet, hit the 5th gates, get the old gain 10, turn 5 up to 27 against the aggro deck. Go. Like, even if they have an answer to this, I've got like a giant Krasis coming down next turn, and then a giant Krasis coming the turn after that. But I think the best Jeskai deck is, so I really like the Jeskai aggro deck that's on my website, but you can also find a Jeskai control deck up there that I think is very reasonable as well. Easy block here. I can't believe people register less than 4 of this card. I saw someone tweet a Sultai deck with less than 4, and I was like, man, I can't believe people play less than 4. It's not strictly true, Marty. If they hit a heroic reinforcements, they might be able to pull this out. Like Judy into reinforcements could pull this out for them. Yep, there's Judy. Judge, jury, and executioner. Yep. So blocks like this. I take 4, 10. Judith is really sweet. Judith Splash might actually be better than the Dovin Splash. We played against, I don't remember if it was the same person, but someone played something similar to this earlier tonight, and it seemed really powerful. Not owning 4 Krasis, I think, is the only reasonable reason not to play 4 of them. Don't mind me. Oh, look at that. We get to gain 14 next turn, chat. Isn't that exciting? All right, if I attack with this, do I die to heroic reinforcements? Heroic reinforcements is going to... Actually, I should attack like this. Heroic reinforcements is going to put 2 more things into play, and they're going to hit for 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, but I get to block 2 of them. So I think I hit them for 5 here, so I can set up a kill next turn, right? And they're still in a pretty bad spot, even if they're attacking, right? So they can send both these Judy triggers to kill my 6/6. Yeah, people, myself included, honestly, severely undervalued how good the body on this was going to be. Remember that time I missed 2 life and it didn't matter? Should be at 29, doesn't matter. Would you take a build around for 4 color white aggro? I think 4 colors too many, burn player. You're just not going to be able to cast your stuff consistently. I think 3 is as much as you go. Even 3 is a little bit of a stretch. Just a generic piece of advice for the person I just fragged in chat and everybody in general. If you ever open a stream of any kind on Twitch and the person's not making content you enjoy, whether it's not the format you like or the deck you like, or you don't care for something they're saying, don't complain about it in chat. Just change the channel. This is just like television, right? It's interactive television. You don't complain at the TV when whatever channel isn't playing the show you like. You just change it. You don't complain at Netflix when the show you're watching starts getting bad. You're just like, all right, I'm gonna watch something else. Old man yells at the television. Yep. It's okay to not like what I'm doing here, but just, just move along and find something that you do enjoy. Life's too short. Jeff has never watched a sports ball game. What an we're gonna get a lot of mileage out of the Butt Jeff emote, I feel like. And I feel like Growth Spiral is a staple of this deck, but perhaps it could be replaced with something. No, stop it. Growth Spiral is very good. This deck is incredibly slow on average, and Growth Spiral, like, pulls you out of that slowness in a lot of games. Okay, I mean, this hand's not amazing, but it's like a turn 4. Oh, yeah, never mind. Hand's great, busted, nut drop, etc. 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 Hand went from okay to A+ fantastic real fast. Ooh, speaking of my friendo, the Growth Spiral. Also, the synergy between Gates Ablaze never killing your Ram is just like so fantastic. Nice, Dauntless Bodyguard is super annoying. All right, so Dauntless Bodyguard I think means I'm actually gonna play Gatebreaker Ram next turn. I think that means I'm gonna play Gatebreaker. Oh, jeez. Oh, gosh. Oh, choices. I think it's just the Ram. I think it's the Ram here, because like if I play this, I'm taking at least 5. If I play this, they save the 2/1 and get a 1/1, so I'm really only taking 2 power off the table. Clarion with lifelink would be wonderful. This opponent did show us Lava Coil, I think, though, so playing this out, yeah, it gets a little bit hazy because of that. The mono white deck is very good against sweeper effects a lot of the time because of board states like this. I think I just have to do this. I don't know. We're actually not in that good of a spot right now. Because like I said, they're still going to have 3 power. And like people are asking like, what's good against this deck? These resilient aggro decks or aggro decks with disruption are very good here. Yeah. So like I kind of have to draw a white source here. And I actually don't have an untapped white source in my deck, right? Yeah. I'm not sure. Maybe I'm supposed to Gates Ablaze a turn earlier so that way I could like play the root into something else. I love how Magic players use the word interactive incorrectly so much. Like, we're literally just playing a game where, like, my opponent won the game because they played a removal spell on my creature. Like, they interacted with me, right? And, like, it's okay to not like aggro decks, but to say aggro decks aren't interactive, most decks in this format are very interactive. It's one of the reasons why the format's dynamic and interesting, in my opinion. You know? But, like, my opponent literally just won the game because they were interactive. So, like, saying their deck isn't interactive is just, like, patently incorrect. But false by definition of the word. Hey, the Omni Z, thank you for the 1.5 years. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Alright, so this archetype. I know we just, like, ended by dying to White Weenie. Well, our draw was a little bit awkward there, but I'm pretty sure the Deafening Clarions are good. I don't think if this had been Lava Coil, I would have been better off in that last game. Yeah, so I'm pretty content with this build. This is probably going to be the list I write about for cool stuff this week. I'm probably going to post a sideboard guide with it. It'll go up on Wednesday on their website. Unless I have any epiphanies on it tomorrow while I'm thinking about stuff. Yeah, I had someone send a donation for a sideboard guide. I think I'm just going to write a full primer for cool stuff this week on it. All right, what are we doing? We're going to move along here. We'll play some Bant Ooze next. For people that are new to the stream, we change constructed decks every 90 minutes.